يلا روح يا تميم.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Today, inshallah, we will, today we will take lesson 4, divide fractions by fractions. Now let's start directly, but first let's remember. Tamim, remove your hand, please. Let's
Okay.
remember that in the previous lesson, guys, we make dividing of whole number by a fraction, like 3 divided by 4 over 5. We did this in the previous lesson. So at this case, we said this is over 1, and the first fraction, then multiply, then 5 over 4, then 3 multiply 5 is 15 over 4. Now, in the next exams, guys, in the next exams, and please pay attention here so you understand what I will talk about. Now, in the next exam, for example, if I bring this question for you, you will do it, I know, the same way, and you will have this answer. You will have this answer. And you know, in the multiple choice, we have 4 answers here, right? You need to choose one of the 4 answers, right? You won't find 15 over 4. You won't, you won't find 15 over 4. This does not mean that your answer is wrong, but you need to make simplest form for 15 over 4. Now the 15 over 4, if you make long division, this will be 312 subtract 3. So the answer will be 3 and 3 over 4. 3 and 3 over 4. You will find this one, 3 and 3 over 4. Okay? So sometimes if you didn't find your answer in the choices, you need to make simplest form. So you will find the simplest form. For example, if your answer was 4 over 12, 4 over 12. You won't find in the answers 4 over 12. Is this wrong? No, but you need to make simplest form. Now, how we make simplest form, guys? How we make simplest form for the fraction. We did that in grade 5, but I want to remind you of that. Now, we will take the 4 first, and I will ask myself, what are the numbers? If you multiply them, you get 4. We have 2 and 2, but no need to repeat. 2 enough, 2 and 2. 1 with 4, right? Now, the 12, I will ask myself also, what are the numbers? If you multiply them, you get a 12. We have 1 with a 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, right? Now, these numbers here, we call them factors of 4. These numbers, we call them factors of 4. These numbers here, we call them factors of a 12. Now, after I make my factors here, I will select the common factors. When I say common factors, means up and down. What are the factors up and down? The 2 is here and here. The 1 is here and here. And the 4 is also common. Common means exist in both factors. Now, what is the greatest common factor? Greatest common factor. The greatest common factor is 4. So I'll go back here and I will divide up and down with 4. Now, if you divide up and down with 4, this will be 1 and down will be 3. In the choices down, you will have 1 over 3, which is the same answer over 4 over 12. So sometimes after you find your answer in fraction, sometimes you don't find the answer. So what we will do in this case, you need to make simplest form. After you make simplest form, if up is more than down, you need to make long division and turn it to mixed number. Now we take all of that in grade 5, but it's good to remember between times. Now, let's go to our new lesson now, اللي هو divide the fraction by fraction. We know the idea of this lesson from the previous lesson. We did the formula. We did the formula. Let's remember the formula together. How we divide the fraction by fraction. By the way, we are on page 167. So we divide A over B divided by C over D. We know the idea. The first fraction is still the same. The division, we turn it to multiply. Then the other fraction, we make reciprocal, which is D over C. Now, after we turn the division to multiplication with the reciprocal, we do normal multiplication. A multiply D over B multiply C. Then we simplify our answer if it needs to simplify. If it needs to simplify. For example, if I want to divide 3 over 4 divided by 2 over 7. 3 over 4 divided by 2 over 7. Now 3 over 4 is still the same. The division multiply and 2 over 7 will be 7 over 2. Now let's do normal multiplication. 3 by 7, it's 21. 4 times 2, it is 8. Now first, I need to find the simplest form of 21 over 8. I will go here. What are the numbers? If you multiply them, you get 21. It is 1 with 21, 3, and 7. What are the numbers? If you multiply them, you get 8. It is 1, 2, 4, and 8. Now, what we have common? Common means numbers up and down. Up and down at the same time. We have only 1. If the common factor is only 1, and you divide by 1, it's still the same. So if the common factor is only 1, no need to use it. So there are no common factors here. So this is the simplest form. This is the simplest form. Now up is more than down. At this case, if up more than down, we do normal division. 21 divided by 8, it is 2, 16, subtract 5. Now what's the answer? Look here. The answer is mixed number, which is 2 and 5 over 8. 2 and 5 over 8. We call this mixed number. Mixed number. Now this is the idea, guys. Let's take another example before I start answering your questions. Let's take another example. For example, if I want to divide 1 over 2, example, if I want to divide 1 over 2 divided by 1 over 3. Yeah, we apply the formula. Only this formula we need to apply in division over fractions. This is equal half multiply 3 over 1, right? Now we do normal multiplication, 3 over 2. Now what are the numbers? If you multiply them, you get 3, 1 and 3. What are the numbers? If you multiply them, you get 2, 1 and 2. We have only what? The 1. If the 1 only the common factor, no need for it. This is the simplest form. But up is more than down. At this case, you make division. 3 divided by 2. 3 divided by 2 is 1 times 2. 2 subtract 1. So what is the final answer? Is 1 and 1 over 2. 1 and 1 over 2. And we call this mixed number. This is the answer of the example. Now, if you have any questions, put your hand. If you have any questions, put your hand. عدنان.
مستر يعني بهذا الدرس لازم نطلع ميكس نمبر ولا عادي إذا ضل fraction؟
Generally, Mr. Here I'm talking in general. If you have 3 over 2, look here. Here we have 3 over 2, right? Are you with me, Mr. Adnan? This is 3 over 2, right? This is an answer. Hello? This is an answer. But in the choices, when I bring a multiple choice, you won't find the 3 over 2. You will find what? 1.5. Got it? So you need to simplify your answer.
إذا جبت ال 3 over 2 جبت ال 1 over 1 2.
لا, I won't do that. I won't put 2 correct answers at the same time. I won't do that.
Okay.
Got it? It will be wrong question. If I put 2 correct answers at the same time, this will be incorrect question, wrong question. If your answer is 2 over 5, yeah, Adnan,
Yes.
can we make simplest form here? No, because 2
No.
can divide only in 2 and 5 can divide only in 5. No common, right?
يعني divide عادي سوي ولا
Can we make division here 2 over 5? No.
no.
If it's 5 over 2, here up less than down, so we stop. This is the answer and you will find it in the answers normally, okay? But here, no, you need to make this 5 divided by 2 because up is more than down. Got it?
Okay.
And you do normal division, and you step after you finish. Here you can make it mixed number, 2 and 1 over 2. Got it?
Okay.
But here, no, you stop, and this is the final answer, and the simplest form, and you will find it in your choices down. We'll do more, by the way, in the next exam, in the next lesson about this idea, how to find the answer, guys. Right. Else, Tamim?
Yes, Mister.
Yes, Tamim, your question.
Yes. Yes, after we bring the 3 over 2, after that, what are we supposed to make it?
Mister, up is more than down, right?
Yeah.
First, we do simplest form. Do you know how to do simplest form?
Yeah.
Up. If the simplest form, no simplest form. 3 over 2, it's already simplest form, right?
Yeah.
At this case, if up is more than down, we do what? Division. And after you finish the division, if you have remainder here, the answer will be 1 and 1 over 2. Mixed number. You was with us in the last year, yeah, Tamim?
No.
No. You took in grade 5 mixed numbers?
No.
No. But look here.
Mister, I took it, but I was not in the school.
No, because I gave it to grade 5 in details. Maybe the older students here, they know what I'm talking about. Look at Tamim here, how we make the fraction 8 over 5 to be mixed number. Mixed number means number and the fraction. They are mixed together. Okay, Tamim?
Yeah.
How we make? Up more than down, right?
Yeah.
Now, is there common factors between them? No. The factors of 8 is 2, 4, and 8. We said 1, ignore it. 1, it's a factor, but not useful for us. And the 5, only 5. Do we have common?
No.
No. At this case, we do division direct. 8 divided by 5. 1, 5, subtract 3, right?
Yeah.
So what this equal now? 1,
1.
1,
1
and
and 5 and
3
3
over
over
5.
5.
Now, this we call it mixed number. But if it was like this, can I divide 5 on 8 people? No.
Yeah.
So we leave it. This is the final answer. We don't do 5 divided by 8 and use this one. No, don't do that. This is the final answer. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to remove your hands, guys, if I answered your questions. Remove your hands. Obey. Yes, obey.
Yes, Mister. The title of the lesson divide fractions by fractions.
Yeah, it is on page 167. See it?
Yeah.
Lesson 4. Chapter 3, lesson 4. Now let's go, guys, together in example 1, page 168. Page 168, we'll do example 1 together, inshallah. So in example 1, they want us to find, let me find 3 over 4 divided by 3 over 8. 3 over 4, look here, guys. Example 1 now. We are on page 168. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Example 1, up at the top of the page. We have 3 over 8 divided by 3 over 4. Find 3 over 8 divided by 3 over 4. Now, how we make division, guys? We will follow our formula. This is the only formula we will follow. This is equal 3 over 8, the division multiply, and this will be 4 over 3, right? Now here, if you remember also, guys, in grade 5, in grade 6, in the last year, we can cross the threes, remember? If we have similar numbers up and down, we did a crossing. 3 with a 3 gone, still 4 over 8, so we will do. But if you don't want to cross, make normal multiplication. 3 multiply 4 is 12, and 8 multiply 3 is 20, what? 4. Now 12 over 24, guys, let's check if it has simplest form or not. Now we'll take the 12 and see the factors of the 12. What are the numbers? If you multiply them, you get the 12. We have 1 with the 12, 6 and 2, 3 and 4, right? These are the factors of the 12. Now the 24, we have 1 with the 24, 6 with 4, 3 with 8, right? 12 with 2. Mistake? These are the factors of a 24. Now, what are the common factors? Common factors means the numbers up and down at the same time. Here we have 1, but the 1, it's not useful, so forget it. We have a 12, up and down. We have 6, up and down. We have 4, up and down. We have 2, up and down. And we have a 3, up and down. Now, the common factors are 12, with 6, with 2, with 3, or 4. These numbers are exist up and down. What is the greatest between them? The greatest is what? The 12. What we call this, if you remember, we call it GCF, greatest common factor. Now, after we find the greatest common factor, which is 12, we'll go back to my fraction here, and I will divide up and down by 12. After we divide up and down by 12, guys, 12 divided by 12 is 1, and the 24 divided by 12 is 2. Now, this is the simplest form, and up is less than down. Do not go and make division. No, because up less than down, so we stop, and this is our final answer. So this is example 1, page 168. Now, if you take a look to the book, guys, look here. Here, guys, yeah, I switched them. Here I put 3 over 8 divided by 3 over 4. But in the book, 3 over 4 and the 3 over 8 is here. So they are different. So I will do it now here. What?
ليش غيرت؟
by mistake, wallah. It's not, I didn't mean that. It's by mistake. I will switch them to do the example as it is. Sorry about that. This is normal example, but I will switch them as the book. The book said 3 over 4 divided 3 over 8. In this example, I get mistake. I switch them. Now 3 over 4 divided by 3 over 8, we'll do the normal steps, guys. Then multiply up 3 times 8, 24. Down 4 times 3 is 12. Now 24 over 12 is 24 divided by 12, right? How much 24 divided by 12 is exact what? Exact 2. So here, guys, I switched them. The answer was half. Here, the answer is 2. So if you switch the dividend and the divisors, the answers will be not the same. Okay, guys? So here, the answer of the example in the book is 2. And if you take a look to the book, guys, look here. This is example 2, all of it. Example 1, sorry. Here we have models for the fractions division. And the models, guys, if you remember when you were small kids in grade 3 or 4 or 2, whatever, how you divide 9 on a 3? 9 on a 3. You will put 3 circles like this with your teacher, and here you make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Remember?
Yeah.
This we call it model. But in the fraction, we don't need the model. We don't need the model. Why we don't need the model? Because we have this formula. This formula can solve any two fractions with a division process. So look here, guys, after a lot of steps, we get what the answer, the final answer is. I don't know if it's clear here or not. The final answer is 2. See it?
Yeah.
That's what we get here, which is 2, okay? So just apply your formula, you'll get the correct answer, don't worry. Now, if you go to the check, guys, we have check on the next page, page 169. See the check here at the top? You have a space here, do it on your space. The check said, the check question said 7/9 divided by 2/3. 7/9 divided by 2/3. Now, how we make the check, guys? We will follow the formula. This is our formula. Let's follow it here. Now, the first fraction, same. Multiply 3/2. I flip it. Now, I will multiply. 7 times 3, 21. 9 multiplied 2 is 18. Now, 21/18, guys, I will take 21 and 18 and do greatest common factor. What are the numbers? If you multiply them, you get 21. We have 3 with 7, 21 with 1. What are the numbers? If you multiply them, you get 8. You have 3 with 6, 9 with 2, 18 with 1. What are the common? We have the 3 is common and the 1 is common. The 1 is not useful. Forget it. What's the greatest common? Only
3.
3. So here I will go back here and I will divide both sides on what?
3.
On a 3. Up will be what? 7. Down will be what? 6. So 21 divided by 3, 7. 18 divided by 3, 6. Now this is the simplest form, but up is more than what? Down. At this case, شو بنعمل?
Divide.
Long division, a normal division. Now 7 divided by 6 is 1. 1 by 6, 6. Subtract 1. Now the final answer is 1 and the remainder over the divisor, 1/6. This is our final answer. So copy the check, guys. Copy it all so you understand how I get the final answers, please. So I'll give you some time to copy the check in your book so you can understand how I get my answer.
Easy lesson.
Because you have a smart teacher, mister.
Yeah.
طيب, شكري.
Teacher, I don't understand on you the check.
What you don't understand, ya Shukri? Look here.
I
Tell
mean,
me.
I
Look
thought
here.
that.
Look, yeah, mister, look here. Look here.
Yeah,
You see the board? Do you see the board?
yeah.
Yeah. The first step is still the same, right?
Yeah.
Then the division,
We'll make it multiply.
then this fraction,
We'll flip it.
then we do normal multiplication, right?
Yeah.
7 by 3 is
21.
بسرعة يا حبيبي احكي بسرعة لا تتردد 9 by
21.
2 is 9 by 2 is
18. 18.
now 21/18 in grade 5 you took simplest form, right?
No.
شو كاينين تاخذوا بجريد 5 لكان؟ add or subtract؟ طيب whatever. Now how we make simplest form يا شكري? The way of finding the simplest form, how? Look here at the board. I will give you a separated example of simplest form. Okay. For example,
Okay.
if I have 16/36, for example, okay. How I make simplest form of this fraction?
To divide.
Divide what, you mister? Up, less than, down. Can you divide 16 on 36?
No.
No, you cannot. So you will take the 16 by side and you will search about the numbers. If you multiply them, you got 16.
Oh.
What are they?
3 times 4. 4 times 4.
شكري ركز حبيبي. In the 3 there is no 16 in the 3 timetable, okay?
No, 4. 4 times
Yeah.
4.
4 times what?
4.
No need to repeat. خلاص. 4 and 4. Else?
1.
1 with what?
Forget it. 1 with 16.
1 with 16. But the one, forget it. No need for it. كأنه مش موجود. Else? مش حافظ جدول الضرب يا شكري؟
حافظه.
يلا 2 with 8. Right?
Yeah.
We finished with the 16. We will take what now?
36.
And do the same. Give me two numbers. If you multiply them, you got 36.
9 by 4. By 4.
12 by 3.
Mr. and
6 with 6. Right?
Yeah.
36 with 1. Right?
Yeah.
18 with 2. Right?
Yeah.
Now, what are the common between these factors and the lower factors here? The common means up and down at the same time. 4 is here.
Yes.
So we have 4. Right?
Yeah.
Else, we have the 1. We have the 2. Okay, the 1, forget it. Not useful. Else, we don't have. So we have common 4 and what?
4 and 2. We
What
will take
is
the
the
greatest.
Which
4.
is? Now,
4.
what we call the 4? We call it GCF. Greatest common
Common
factor.
4 factor.
أي فورس يا زلمة بدرس فيزيكس أنا. Greatest common factor, okay?
Okay.
Now, we'll go back here and divide up and down with what?
By 4.
Yeah. 16 divided by 4.
16 divided by 4 is 4.
36
yeah.
divided by 4.
9.
What we call this?
Simplest form.
Simplest form. Up is less than down, right?
Yeah.
In the simplest form, if up less than down, we stop. خلاص. Point. But look here. Look what I will do. I switch them. The common factor is what? The greatest. Still what? Still 4, right?
4, yeah.
And this will be 9 over what?
4.
Now, this is the simplest form, but at this case, up is more than down, right?
Yeah.
What we will do now, we don't stop like this one. We continue making long.
Division.
9 divided by 4, 2, 8, subtract 1, right?
Yeah.
What's
1
the
and
final
4
answer
over
now?
2. 1 and 4 over 2.
ولا
يعني 1
ركز.
put 1.
لا اهدى شوي. اهدى. اهديت.
Yes.
Yeah. The answer is 2 and 2 and
1 over 4.
1 over
1
4.
over 4.
ركز. مش 4 and 1 or 2 whatever. 2 and 1 over 4. Got it?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Thank you.
كل يوم thank you. Welcome حبيبي. طيب. Let's do more. We did the check, guys. Hope you write it all. If you want more time, guys. If you want more time, put your hands so I can know. Ammar.
Yes, mister.
What?
By mistake, Mister. Sorry.
Hussein.
Yes, Mister.
Yes, Hussein.
I think, Mister, I understood the check.
Good boy. طيب. Let's go now to example 2. Under the check, guys, we have example 2. Read يا حسين. Example 2.
Example 2. Find and interpret questions.
Quotients.
Quotient قصدي.
يلا.
Asia is making
Cookies.
cookies. There is 5/6.
يلا. There is 5/6. You look sleepy يا مستر. خليني أقرأ أنا. There is 5/6 pound of sugar left in the canister. Each batch of cookies requires 1/4 pound of sugar. Okay, so we have 5/6 sugar, and each cookie requires 1/4 sugar. Okay,
Yeah.
he wants to deliver one batch to each of his neighbors. Hello, how many neighbors will receive cookies? Now, in example 2, guys, understand it very well. Problem solving. Example 2. Now, what is the total of the sugar he has or she has? She has 5/6 pound of sugar. 5/6 pound of what?
Sugar.
Of sugar. Okay. طب.
And 1/4.
Each per batch of cookies. Each batch of cookies
1/4.
requires 1/4 pound of sugar. Requires 1/4 pound of sugar.
Sugar.
كل واحدة كوكي كم بدها sugar؟ 1/4.
1/4.
طب, this girl, she wants to deliver one batch of cookie for each one neighbor. So how many batches of cookies we will have? Now, the word each, guys, when I say, look here, guys, if we have 10 real, focus please, if we have 10 real with 5 boys, if we have 10 real with 5 boys, how much each boy will take money?
One, Mister.
If we have 10 real with 5 boys, how much each boy will take money? Will take money. Each boy will take money. How much? معي 10 ريال و5 أولاد. كل واحد كم بياخذ؟ شكري.
2.
2. Each boy will take 2. How we get it? We divide the total or the whole of the money on the number of the boys. 10 divided by 2 is, sorry, 10 divided by 5 is 2 real. So each boy will take 2 real. The word each mostly, guys, talks about division. So each batch, how much? I will divide the total of the sugar divided by
1.
each cookie takes 1 or needs 1/4 pound of sugar. Now I'll make my normal division. 5/6 multiply 4/1, which is 20/6. Now, 20/6, we will do what, ya Shukri?
We will do.
20/6.
Teacher, can I ask you a question?
Before you ask your question, I asked you already a question. What we will do here now?
We can do
Our
simplest form.
Yalla, let's do simplest form. 20, it has 1 with 20, 4 with 5, 10 with 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 6, 1 with 6, 2 with 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The common only mean
2 and 2.
L1, no need for it. We have 2 only. So here I will divide up and
Divide
down
by
by
2.
what?
2.
By 2.
Which is equal to, up will be 10 and down will be
3.
3. Now 10 is bigger than 3. What I will do?
We
Divide.
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 Normally.
10 on 3, 3, 9, subtract 1. So what's the final answer? 3
3
and 1
1
over
Over
3,
3.
right?
Yeah.
Now, these are the cookies, right? The number of the cookies. طب, do we have whole cookies? No, I have 3 whole cookies and a part. يعني بصير تروح تعطي لجارك ثلث يعني 1 over 3 third of the cake? No.
No.
صح? You will give him full cake. So how many neighbors I can give, guys? 3 neighbors.
3 and 1 about
This part of the cake,
To stay for us.
this neighbors, 3 neighbors, and this 1 over 3 وكلها وانت راجع. Eat it while you are going back. So number of neighbors, how much, guys? 3
3 over
neighbors.
3.
This is the example number 2.
So we have one.
That's all, guys. Mr. Tamim, you can stop it. Tomorrow, guys, we'll do the practice page. If you have time today, you can send it to my classera to solve the homework. If you don't have time and have exam, we will do it together tomorrow, inshallah. Yes.